I need you by my side, mommy, real close to me. I look at you and see that's how a wife's supposed to be. And I don't think that I'ma never ever let you go. The way I feel about you, mom, you probably never know. You like my look, and when you with me, girl, I feel
I'm just a D girl from around the way with a whole lot of shit to say. It's your girl, KD.
What up, though? You know who it is, your boy, Coach DTM, a.k.a. Pure Motivation. I am Mr. Energy. Everybody love me. I don't have one enemy. Our podcast is here now, so you got to respect it. You never get off on us because we're never the exit. If you know me, then you know that I'm more than a savage who loves living life and is allergic to average. So in conclusion, so there's no confusion, if you see somebody realer than us,
it's an illusion.
Let's talk about it. What up, though?
What up, though?
Guess what?
What?
I'm the husband.
And I'm the wife.
And this is Marriage Material. Talk about it. Let's go. So, as promised, man, we're going to give you what you need. You know, we want you to grow from every situation that we've been through so that you don't necessarily have to go through it. So the situation that we would discuss today, it might even be a two-parter because we had a few of these that happened. But we're going to discuss the situation, and then we're going to discuss how it changed, you know, the relationship dynamics and things of that nature. All right. So this situation that stuck out to me for this week is this. There's a part in the vow that says in sickness and in health. The easy part is the in health. The trying part is the in sickness. All right. So we had a few situations. We're going to talk about one that stood out to me. The one and only KD. If you've been listening to any of our episodes on here or any of the episodes on Relationship Reality podcast, then you should know that KD is kind of accident prone. Right. This is the part where we hit the bell.
Rude.
Ding. She don't want to give me the bell, so I'm gonna just make one. But yeah, you hit
You
it.
don't say ding, you can just add a bell.
Ding. But yeah, so there's a situation where we was working at the bar. Do you remember this situation? She was playing with her cousin. For whatever reason, she decided to do this right by the stairs of the basement. And lo and behold, seconds later, he grabbed her leg, kind of lifted it up a little bit, and she decided to do a cartwheel backwards flip somersault. Okay, give me your version.
You mixing up two different.
Okay, give me your version.
So that situation, I was playing with my cousin. He untied my shoe. He like stepped on my shoe and then it came untied. So actually, back up. I was actually sitting at the front door with my legs up reading a book, and he untied my shoe.
Okay.
Then he went in the bar to play his little game that he used to play.
Right.
So I went to the bar and I punched him, which he like 400 pounds.
427 pounds, you know.
So he didn't even flinch. But I said, you better tie my shoe back or I'm telling on you. So he grabbed my leg and put it up on the bar to tie my shoe. Right.
And in doing this, what part of this situation had you going down the stairs?
I didn't go down the stairs that time. That's what I'm saying. That's two different things.
When did you fall down the stairs?
So I fell down the stairs. I fell down the stairs when I was trying to sneak and clock somebody in because they had like the time clock where you put the
yeah,
and it time stamped it on like a cardboard thing.
Yeah, like the Flintstone. I know.
Yeah, so I was sneaking to punch somebody in, and he caught me, and I was trying to get away from him, and I fell down the stairs.
Okay, so
and Kareem had to call 911.
All right, so in doing this, shout out to Kareem for calling 911. We appreciate that. In doing this, we discovered something that we didn't really necessarily want to discover. So we went to the hospital in this situation. I don't remember which one it was then, because I just remember going to the hospital. It was just the bar leg when we went to the hospital and found out the one. We'll get to it. So we go to the hospital, and it's a very well-known hospital here in Michigan. I'm not going to give no plug because they don't deserve it. But they looked at her, and they said, oh, it's just a pulled groin muscle.
And they gave me
Flexerol. I remember that part.
Yep, they gave me
So they
muscle
gave you some
relaxers.
muscle relaxers and sent you home.
Mm-hmm.
So we at the crib, and we had 2 kids at the time, or just one. It was 2. Yeah.
No, I think it
Well,
was
we
2.
had kids at the time
Yeah.
anyway, but we
Oh no, it was 2. It was
yeah,
2.
it was 2. So we go home. She on her muscle relaxers, and all it's really doing is putting her to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking, and I'm noticing that the leg is swelling up at this point, almost double the size of the what it started as, and she could not lift it at all. So I'm like, babe, something ain't right. They talking about it just a pull groin muscle, but I'm young at the time, so I'm like, you ain't even got a groin. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got a groin. What they talking about? They don't know what they talking about. So we go to the same brand hospital.
Well, actually, before we went to the hospital, remember I had to use the restroom, and my urine looked like Pepsi.
Yeah.
It was so dark. I was like, something is happening. So at this point, my leg is swelling. I can't put any pressure on it. I can't even lift it. It's just like having a dead leg, and then my urine looked like Pepsi. Then we went to the hospital.
So we go to the hospital, and I gotta carry her to the truck because she can't even walk that way, right? So I put her on a flatbed. No, I'm playing. So I carry her to the truck. I carry her to the truck.
Oh, y'all just tickle pink. Okay, all right.
And we go to the same brand hospital, but just a different location. One that I feel is a little better. We just say that. All right. And so they look at her, and almost instantly they say, "Whew, I'm glad you brought her in, because she got blood clots and it's about to travel to her heart and kill her." Right. And I'm like, what? We were just we was just here. This is the second time we had this type of issue. We didn't even get to the first one, but we had the same issue, same hospital family, with our son as well. But they like, yeah, it was about to travel to her heart and kill her. It was on our way. They did this within like minutes of looking at her. They were able to tell what it was. So we go through that situation. What were you thinking when you was going through that situation?
Well, for one, it was scary because I didn't even know what a blood clot was.
Right. I just thought Jamaican really quick.
We were super, super young. We had like small kids. They talking about admitting me to the hospital. I never been admitted to the hospital before. So it was just like, what is happening? Now, mind you, I've never had like broken bone surgery. So, I mean, I have asthma. So I've been to the hospital for like asthma treatment before.
We're going to hit that for a call cap because you had some broken bones. You was a baseball player. But go ahead, continue.
I mean, I broke my finger before.
Yeah.
But nothing that caused like hospitalizations.
Right.
So when they said I had to stay, I'm like, well, I got to get back to my kids. What did you talking about?
Okay. So this was a super trying time because I'm like, this is one of the first situations where me as the man in the household, it's like taking lead and saying, okay, we need to do X, Y, and Z. We need to figure this out. We got to make sure she's good. Now I got to be on these doctors because what the other doctors were neglecting to put in the effort to figure out what's really going on. So it was really trying for me because this was the first time that we had to deal with the actual in sickness part of life.
Well, this was before we was married too.
We wasn't married yet, but it was the instinct. I feel like you marry even before you marry. When you like, you don't become a wife when you say I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we was actually in progress of being married. You know, we was always one. We knew that from jump back in the 1900s when we got together. You know, but to see the person you love down like that and nothing you can do about it, but just kind of be there, it was like real super trying, right? And then I always revert back to like decisions that I made within our relationship, even with like infidelity. In this moment, I think the best part about it was I was able to see I really do need this person in my life. Like she dope. I really do need her in my life, and we're gonna make this continuous. Like it's not about to stop here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So did it change anything for you in the relationship?
I mean, yeah, I think it helped me look at you as like a protector, because like the whole time you was there, you was helping me back and forth to the restroom. You was helping me shower. So it was like you showed me that you were a safe space, even when times when I thought you weren't.
Okay. And that it's crazy. I was hoping you said that, I always want to be a safe space, you know what I mean? But yeah, so that was definitely a trying time, and that probably went on for a minute. Now we got to go back and forth.
Well, I
to
was
the
in the
doctor.
hospital for like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yeah.
Because they didn't want me to leave until because actually what happened was once they did the scan, they realized I had like 7 blood clots in my leg.
Right.
So they didn't want me to leave because, of course, they didn't want them to travel. So they had me like on bed rest, doing like IV medications. So yeah, I was there for like 22 days.
Yeah.
Which is a long time, especially to be away from the kids, because they couldn't come see me because they were both, well, the oldest was old enough, but the baby wasn't old enough.
Right. And then, so out of them 22 days, how many days was I there with you?
Every day.
Okay. I knew that. I just wanted to put the context out there for the people.
You couldn't spend a night though, remember? Because I had a roommate.
Yeah. And that was really, really early in life where I allowed people to tell me what I could and couldn't do. That didn't last very long though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what's crazy too? I remember my mom was going through some stuff and I was supposed to drive her to Chicago that next day. So the day when I actually went to the hospital, remember I was supposed to drive her to Chicago.
Yeah.
Because she was going to Chicago to stay with my brother for like however long she needed. And that doctor was like, yeah, you wouldn't have made it. You would have died in the car. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, you probably wouldn't have made it out of Michigan.
Now, this is the one thing I do want people to take from this episode. Please, 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 if you have this thing that Katie has on hers, but we have to get it removed. We had to get it removed. We don't even go to that location anymore. But if you have what they call a DNR on your license or on your profile, let's get that off. Let's get that removed. All right. Just let the people who your loved ones know what you want, your wishes and that and all of that. And the reason being is because what we got on this 115. The reason being is because there was a situation where Katie, she coded. She was out of here. And if we were at that one location, then I'd be doing marriage material by myself.
Well, that's weird.
And I would just be sitting in both seats, going back and forth, telling you, trying to do your voice and everything. So if you got a DNR, which means do not resuscitate, let's get that taken off, man. Just let your loved ones know what you want, how you want it done, what you want done with that, man, because it's important.
I mean, I don't know if people should get it removed because it is their choice. But when I put my DNR, I was young. I didn't even really realize what it meant. Right.
Right.
So, I mean, I feel like as long as you did your research and if you feel like that's right for you, then you should do it. You should have it. But I do feel like you should make an educated decision. Don't just be like me and just young. Like, I don't want to be a vegetable. So let me put this on there.
Yeah.
And I was so young anyway. The doctors really shouldn't even let me. They should have had a conversation.
Yeah. But I think, in most cases, they want you to get that.
Damn.
I'm saying we've learned, we've been in the medical field for years. We've learned that you are worth more gone than you are here. What they say, you're worth more unalived than you are alive, right? Because they can get your organs, they can sell it, they can do this, they can, whatever the case may be. We can do research on your body and learn new stuff. So you worth more, just like you worth more sick than you are healthy, right? So it's a money game, and at the end of the day. So it's important to me, in my opinion. I think you should just let your loved ones know what you want. Okay, you don't want to be a vegetable. Cool. Let them know. Let them have a conversation with the doctors if things do go sour, and then make that decision then. But DNR mean you coding, I can't do nothing for you. She told me don't touch her. You know what I'm saying? So it's I believe you should get that removed, and you should let your loved ones know what you want happen want to happen, and go from there. So that's just my opinion. That's what I think y'all should do. You know what I mean? But the blood clot thing, it was definitely one of the scariest things. And then the medication, doing research on medication, it can be the worst sometimes. Because the medication they was giving you, if you do research on it, they like, yeah, this rat poison.
Right.
I'm like, wait a minute, what? You finna give my wife rat poison? She don't snitch on nobody.
Damn.
No, I'm saying,
okay,
you ain't no rat.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
That escalated quickly.
Yeah. But then you had to do the blood draws, and they had to make sure.
Well, and two, I will say, like, medication has came so long since then. This happened over 20 years ago.
Right.
So now they got the same medication and do the same thing where you don't have to go back and forth to the doctor once or twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever. However, I don't remember, but
yeah, I think it was 3 times a week.
I think it was 2.
And
at least 2, but I do think it was 3.
And the reason that I say, the reason we even talking about is because it alters your life.
Yeah.
Because it's things that you was not going through at that time, right? But it's a time for you to be able to prove that you are who you said you were when y'all first got together.
Right.
Right. So I value that I was able to prove to you at that point, like, no, I'm here. You got blood clot, we got blood clot, bumble clot,
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get it, we're gonna make it happen, we're gonna fix it. So even when I was nervous or scared or whatever, it was always important for me to not show you that. You know what I mean?
Because then I would have been scared.
Yeah. So you got to show confidence, and that's going to be the next story that we actually talk about. So it's going to be like a part 2 to this one here. But you got to show confidence, and I learned this later in life why it's important to show confidence. So make sure y'all tune into the next episode when we talk about the same situation, not the same situation, but the same type of story, but in a different way. That was important, man. That was heavy. You know what I mean? Because you look at the person you love, you're like, man, it's about to be over with this soon.
Damn.
It's crazy. And then
leave with them kids.
No, and that's what you're not gonna do. That's what not gonna happen. You better, hey, this is they go with you.
Damn.
So you stay here, they stay here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't that type of party.
Chill out.
I'm saying I was young. I wasn't on that.
Chill out.
I was still saying I was babysitting my kids at that time. Jay, you ever babysitted your kid? You got kids? You ain't got no kids? Do you think you can babysit your own kid?
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so just so y'all know, you can't babysit your own kids. So don't even say I'm babysitting my kids. All right, they yours. But yeah, so to have that first trying time, you know what I'm saying, with the phrase in sickness and in health. The health part is always easy. Sickness part, that's the part that run people away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What else you want to talk about? You got anything else on that situation? Did that stir up anything?
No,
all
really.
right.
It was a wild time.
Definitely wild.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
Just one thing about Katie is I play all day.
Too much.
Even after that, I still was playing. As soon as I was able to get back to the bar. So I used to work there. That's what it was. But he didn't really want to play with me that much after that.
No, he was definitely nervous. He said,
"Stop! I already broke you once."
I already broke you once.
He felt bad though. He did. He came to see me when I was in the hospital. Because at the time I was working for his bar that he owned. So that time I was off work, he paid me for it and a little extra. Like
he felt, he definitely felt.
He felt so bad. Like, but and then too, during that situation, I also found out that I do have what's called a protein C deficiency, which I didn't know before that. Mm-hmm. So it kind of did save my life because I did have to make some changes. Because now I'm more prone to get blood clots. So I can't be on birth control and I can't have, additional, what's it called? Like hormones and stuff like that. I have to be careful of those things. So, I mean, the way he did change, he saved my life too, because that deficiency undiagnosed actually does lead to death. So
Yeah. And I mean, you know, it's definitely something to think about, especially as men. Men don't really like those type. We don't really like problems and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That we can't solve.
mm-hmm.
So problems that you got to put in other people's hands is like the worst. Like I can't stand it in no way, shape, or form. But let them know, baby. Tell them where they can find us, how they can follow all that good stuff real quick.
You can follow me at yourgirl.kd on Instagram. You can follow DTM at Coach DTM. You can follow the podcast page at just RRP Network.
RRP, yeah.
Just RRP Network. And then also on the podcast page, there is links to our profiles. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Podbean, YouTube, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcast.
Yeah, Buzzsprout. I don't know over there. Support the page,
Pandora.
Man. We everywhere. We everywhere. Listen, anybody can love you when you're shining. That's the easy part. But marriage material is revealed when you're struggling, like when it's a big struggle there. All right. So again, make sure you tune in next week. We got part 2. Part 2 is just extremely juicy. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a must hear. And in closing, I do. It's a moment. I did. It's the work. I'm done. It's a decision. Don't get them twisted.
Damn.
This is Marriage Material. It's your boy, Coach DTM.
And your girl, KD.
And we'll see you next week.
Peace.
You got me living what I need to do to make you see that it ain't another woman out here right for me. You got me living you got me living you got me living you got me living So I'ma take my time and do whatever it takes so I can make you be mine.